Dan, I'm sorry to tell you this. I know this is bait, but I love taking your bait, to be honest with you. I think it makes for great content. You will not see me playing Arc Raiders. I meant what I said in chat. Streets are calling it the #1 game. No offense to the Arc Raiders streamers who I know are in chat right now. They're calling it the #1 game on Twitch this autumn to have your chat start asking each other what they're going to have for lunch while 3 people type in all caps, "You have blue wires in your backpack! You have blue wires in your backpack!" You're going to play EU5? We have a chatters, I need to teach you how to be chatters, because you're bad viewers. You're good at watching, but you're bad at choosing what would be good to watch. Which I guess, to be fair, it's not really your purview. It's more my purview. A lot of you are recommending stuff that you want me to play, but you don't actually want me to play it. You want to play it. You should play that while asking me to play something that is great background noise while you play the thing that you're asking me to play, which I'm not going to play. You're literally playing a map game. The maps are the best part. I'm not anti-paradox, but it's like the maps and then watching the map become like your nation's color as you play the map or as you play the game is good. Where things get tough for me is, you should have taken defensive ideas instead of offensive ideas. You get +6 morale for every 10 gold ducats in your treasury at that point. And then in 17 centuries, you could have fabricated a casus belli and you could have taken over this, and this province produces gold, and gold is the highest taxation resource. That's actually, no, we're not going to be doing that. Obviously, we're not going to be doing that. You do that, and then I'll play the dulls and we'll both have a good time. Is my vision ever going to come back, man? Or is this just what it's actually kind of sick. Like, so many, I have to respect that so many games are designed by shareholders, or by imagining what shareholders will like the most these days, which is when games sell a lot even though nobody wants to play them anymore. The fact that this is made by a real auteur, man. He said, you know what would be funny? Hey, we can put like a Game Boy Advance filter on top of it and just kind of annoy you for like 30 seconds. And they went, do it, man, do it. That's actually kind of cool. You ever say why you went back to Isaac? Honestly, like, I mean, there's no conspiracy. It was just like one day I was like, I want to play Isaac. And then I was like, oh, it exists. I'll just play it. But like, I do think that in a broader sense, if we're going to make it headier, I mean, I've talked about it a lot. I think that there's been a schism in the roguelike community, and the schism in the roguelike community is that everybody thinks that like all modern roguelikes are like choose 3, and they're right, but that's not because they were inspired by Isaac. Isaac is not a choose 3 game. It's because they're inspired by Hades and like Vampire Survivors. And that style of design, I don't tend to, there's exceptions, I don't tend to vibe with as much as here's your shit, take it or leave it. I much prefer like this style. Slay the Spires also choose 3. Yeah, I know, but it's the greatest game ever made, so I guess a pass. But the thing is, like, I don't know, you keep suggesting like new stuff, but I'm also like, why would I do new stuff, man? The old stuff, every run's different. Every run in Isaac is different. I'm sorry I was so cruel to you, Isaac. Now there's some changes you made in the design process that I'm still not necessarily 100% like all in on, but this is the peak of streaming right here. Of gaming? Who the fuck cares, man? This ain't game.tv, this is twitch.tv, and I'm twitching like a motherfucker right now. Like, this is what it's all about, man. This site is about playing video games and shooting the breeze, at least to me. I mean, it's different stuff to different people. It ain't about like, hey, new game that looks almost exactly like a game you kind of like, but is almost certainly worse than it came out. Like, can you give it a try? And instead of talking about why the fuck people are driving funny, you can be like, oh, so I guess if you take 8 abacuses, you can turn them into 1 calculator. And then if I get 15 calculators, you could turn it into a TI-84, and the TI-84 gives you plus 2% attack speed. That's pretty cool. New games will come along, don't get me wrong, but for now, well, you know, I mean, it's the only book I read is the Bible, man. When you reach gold, stop drilling. Actually, I guess that's the opposite of how mining works. I guess when you hit gold, you start digging more, but it one-shots mom, that's true. But here's the thing, if you use it on mom's heart, it kills you instantly. Why? Fuck you! You thought? That's sick, man. I really like that. Wrong. Well, there's a boss if you use it on, you die instantly. I don't remember who it was. But you know, there's one. It's Satan. That's if you use the Bible on Satan. You know what would be a sick remix of that mining image? You're so right. What about, take the classic mining image that convinces you to become a gambling addict, but instead have the guy turn back after he hits the fucking diamonds. Because now there's no point to digging anymore. He's like, fuck, man, now I don't have a good excuse to dig. I found the fucking diamonds. Until you find that Rolex in the sand, you'll be happy, man. You know what I'm talking about? Beachcomber type shit. Call your office on the phone. Say you won't be coming home. This is a Sisyphus thing? No, I think it's like, you know, sometimes the squeeze is the juice, man. Now, if I may say something, because I've said a lot that, like, at some point they decided to, like, design some of the fun out of Isaac. That's not totally fair, because if I'm being fair, a lot of other roguelikes will also give you, like, a synergy that's really cool, and then in small print they'll put, like, up to a maximum of 5 stacks, or some shit like that. Isaac does not do that. They're not cowards. They go, guess what? You fucking broke it. Good game. Other games go, well, the balance of the game will be all fucked up if you could stack up 30 stacks of this and... Nah, no shot, bro. They do not give a fuck. Item descriptions? Nope. I got them up here. It was 2 clicks away. Bro, why would I turn it on? Make a case for me turning item descriptions on. Let me guess, you're gonna say something like, you'd know what the items do. Guess what, bitch? I don't need a weatherman to know which way the fucking wind blows. Type A chatters need it? Dude, that's what librarian's here for. I think it's better, like, librarian would be mad if I turned on item descriptions, because then I wouldn't walk in a room and be like, librarian, what does this item do? I would walk in the room and go, oh, 0.75 times your number of coins equals your damage bonus unless your shot speed is high. Who gives a shit, bro? It's vibes. If the item's good, we take it. If it's bad, we fucking take it. Isaac is the only... Roguelikes, indie developers, if you're listening, scrap your project and rebuild it based on this one offhanded comment. You will make $10 million. You're learning the long lesson from the rise of roguelikes over the past decade. People don't want more games where they have to choose between 3 things and they get a reroll on every single choice, so they end up just forcing the run to take exactly the same thing every time. They want a game where after you finish a floor, you get an item and they say, take it or leave it. You can take it or leave it, and maybe you get 1 reroll every floor, and that's it. But it's not a choose between 5 different things and then reroll the 5 different things into 5 more things. It's take it or leave it. This is what you get. Merry Christmas. My subreddit theory of you only going through this game, only playing this game when you're going through periods of intense stress has been debunked. Yeah, I'm chilling, man, to be honest with you. To be honest, like, I don't mean this to be drama towards Ball Pit. I think after playing Ball Pit and being like, thinking that it's like a 7 out of 10 or something like that, I was just like, I should just go play Isaac. I don't think it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I don't know, for some reason, I didn't say Ball X shit. Okay, you're gonna get me in trouble. I did not say Ball X shit. I'm happy people are enjoying it. It's been kind of a light year for roguelikes. Guy who doesn't give a fuck about Hades 2. That's a really funny guy though. Soul of Lazarus, y'all. What does this do? Starvaders was this year? Yeah, but you guys weren't fucking, well, some of y'all weren't fucking with Starvaders, man. That was a great game. Beat the pants off Ball X shit, I'll tell you that much. Just kidding, that game's pretty good too. Only thing that can make Isaac better is a pick 3 update. I actually feel like this game is better than a lot of roguelikes, specifically because it doesn't ask you to pick 3. One thing, a lot of people think that the sauce in roguelikes is choice, but I actually beg to differ. I think the sauce in roguelikes is the variety that comes from every run being a little bit different. And when you pick 3, it works in some games. Like in Slay the Spire, it works because you need to have lots of like deck fixing, otherwise the shit would be a fucking mess. Like it's balanced around it. But otherwise, I really feel like my number one generalized complaint about a lot of modern roguelikes is that I get decision fatigue. Not necessarily paralysis, but like something like, let's not even make it about Megabonk. Let's make it about Vampire Survivors, which is a stand-in here for Megabonk. No, thank you, sir. When you level up 6 times in 2 minutes and you have to choose one of 3 things, that every, what, like 30 seconds or something like that, you're just like, I don't really care that much about the choices. But in Isaac, you get an item room, a shop, and a boss fight on every floor, and if you don't have a D6, your only choice is Am I going to pick it up or am I just going to put it down? Am I going to pick it up or am I going to ignore it? You're right, we do want more options. Sometimes I still need your help, though. This is literally the pick 3 item. All right, but you don't start with it. You don't start with it. Look at this. Holy, bro. Also, choosing between 3 kind of goes hard when you actually know what all of the 3 of the things are. It kind of sucks when you start with a roguelike for the first time, and then it's like, do you want Zeus's beard, Poseidon's trident, or Logarithma's fire? And you're like, oh, here we go. Fucking plus 0.75% attack speed for every stack of malevolence you have. Oh, motherfucker. Here we go. Here we go. He hates Hades 2? I haven't even... Well, I played Hades 2 once. I don't hate Hades 2. I do hate games that are a lot like Hades that are not as good as Hades. I'll tell you that. You get a badge in the chat to identify ya. You're my subscribers. Thanks for 72 months. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you for the bitch. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the tips. Come over to my place, baby, you're a wreck. That's an original.